Hey all, and welcome back to the HFC playthrough of Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. We now have 4 of the 7 crystal stars, and the 5th lies in a far-off place known as Keel Hall Key, but to get there, we kind of need a crew. You may have noticed a boat at the dock. Well, we can't just steal that. It's not really Mario's MO, so let's talk to this very distinctive Bob-omb, and he should kickstart our journey.
I actually don't think you need to come down here and speak to anyone. You can just go to the tavern, I think, because none of the NPCs down here give you a special cutscene where like the bars pop up on the top and bottom. So I think you could just go straight to the tavern, but you definitely need to come down here to know to go to the tavern. So I think it's better to show it off anyway.
Oh, that green weasel hasn't returned with my investment yet.
No, he didn't show up after I finished this chapter, so maybe it's after chapter 6 that he appears.
Well, alright then, but if I don't see my score, I'm going to start breaking some legs.
There's Luigi that we had to look all over town for last time.
Ironically, he was exactly where we need to be now. And what do you want, Who, me, you ask about? What am I playing, fucking Paper Mario Thousands of Doors? Jesus. I am called Flavio. I am, how you say, a trader. The richest man in Rogueport. Missed out on this dude in Pride Month by a couple of days.
Wow. And richest man in Rogueport probably doesn't mean very much, aside from, like, Don Pianta over there.
Yeah, also, I wouldn't really be flashing your cash. That, you know, people would be like, that's the necessary number of times, and then rob you. I lack frills, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that. I mean, we both have pretty normal, uneventful lives, I would say, no offense, but, you know, sometimes that's the better option, I think.
No, foolish Flavio, not chills, you silly man. What I need are frills.
He has different dialogue for each option. It doesn't matter which one you pick out of those.
Now that I am thinking of it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the pirate king. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for pirate treasure.
Now, it's weird because, as some of you may remember, I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. This was not one of my favorite chapters back on the original, and I don't really know why, but the remake really made me appreciate it more for whatever reason.
Maybe you're just a guy who does not appreciate N64 graphics, because there was an island level in that one as well.
Could be. I actually remember the volcano segment in 64 a lot better than the cave in this chapter, for whatever reason.
Yeah, I often conflate the two. What is that you are saying? Talk of a legendary treasure? Here, beneath Rogueport? Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing each stupid rumor about treasure some street urchin spews out.
Appropriately enough, as we're recording this, the new expansion for FF14 has recently come out, Dawn Trail, which is also about, not really pirates, but at least taking a long ship journey across the sea and searching for hidden treasure. So
yeah,
it's all sort of jumbling in my head right now a little bit.
Yes, and on the day we were due to record this chapter the first time, initially, if you will, Spa was unable to do stuff. And, well, you know, I look in Discord, I see him playing Final Fantasy XIV. You start to put things together.
Hey, I actually had a legitimate reason to not be able to record.
I know, I'm just taking the piss. It's just funny to me as well.
But if I get the opportunity to go play, then I'm gonna go play.
Hell yeah, bro. What kind of gaming channel would we be if we foregoed responsibility to play video?
What kind of gaming channel would we be if we didn't play video games?
Exactly, that's what I meant. Ha 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 ha! You unfortunate foolish man, do you not know who I am? He's extra foppish in this version.
Oh yeah, he's great. He was always great. Like, even though I didn't like the whole chapter back in the original, Flavio was a great part of the whole game.
Captain Mario, baby. I just picture Mario walking down the stairs at the end of Dead Man's Chest eating a plate of spaghetti.
It's just good business.
It's just good business. It's just good spaghetti is what it is.
One of my favorite parts of the randomizer, well, back to the docks, by the way. One of my favorite parts of the randomizer is that, as I mentioned before, when you enter any room, the game will randomly give you certain followers, like Punio or Gus. You can also get Flavio that will just appear randomly, no matter where you are in the game.
Nice. Ah yes, so it is you are. Well, sadly a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavion, the queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstance. Usually you get one or the other, but not here. None can compare to her. And behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts to the very soul. Don't you agree?
That's a pretty nice ship, and we've even got a shop toad over there. I almost called him a shop mogul. Jesus Christ, I need to take a break from 14.
And a very sturdy-looking helmsman on the right over there. Definitely not familiar or anything.
Yeah, I don't know about him. He's a little weird. The goggles are throwing me off.
Oh, we need a navigator. The navigator, of course, is the highest-ranked helmsman. They steer ships, you know. Now, here's the real problem. The waters around Kiel Horkey are definitely dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is a, how you say, a pickle? Oi, Flavio. Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution.
I went to take a sip of my drink and I couldn't.
Well, sir, I've heard of a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery. A salty old sea dog by all accounts.
Let's go, Bobbery!
Yeah, that's probably the easiest accent for me to do, naturally. Thing is, there ain't a soul what's seen him on the seas of late. Bassett boom! Problem solved. Let us scout out this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. I tried. Nothing. As is customary, my captain will handle all negotiations. That will be you, Mario. That does sound fair to everyone, does it not?
Yes, Flavio will do no work, as is normal.
Good plan, sure thing. Then it's decided. You must find this Bobbery and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Rah!
Except we don't really sail on land. I guess you were just doing a thing. Okay.
Anyone remember Lord Fumpton the Fourth?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Exactly. That's for the old HFC heads. Now, if I recall correctly, he's to the right, in the east of Rogueport.
Yes, he is. You can't do anything by going straight to his house. The master of the tavern will tell you where he lives, but it is funny to go in there and get the opening dialogue, I guess.
I assume that's where he lives?
Yes, you need to take Yoshi across the channel on the right and go up on the roof.
Ah, okay, and I believe there's actually a shine sprite up here.
Yes, on the house at the very far back.
Good job I haven't explored up here yet. Yeah, that's where it wants us to go.
Yep, and there's our shine sprite, which puts us at 2. You're going to get a lot in this chapter, for a very good reason.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a reason for that. But
and very convenient that we just now got this power-up in the last chapter.
what kind of person comes down a chimney? Honestly, what do you blokes want?
With a big belly and a... Well, it's not a beard, it's a mustache, but close enough.
You seek Admiral Bobbery? Never heard of the gent. Take your search elsewhere.
And he unlocks the door.
How did you do that with no hands?
We can get back in here through the front door now. You can also go to his back room if you want.
I'm good, at least for now.
And I don't know how you're supposed to figure out to go to the Tavern Master now, but he is the one that advances this forward to make Bobbery listen, basically.
It's a virus. Admiral Bobbery? Yeah, I know him. You know that ass just past the wall in the eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both you and he would be better off if you just let it be. Okay, so you're not going to give me what I want by repeating dialogue.
No, he basically confirms that that is Bobbery, so that's all we needed. So now we can go confront him.
Yoshi away?
We will have to come back to the Tavern Master momentarily, though.
You who? Mario calling. Admiral Bobbery? I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now if you please. Drop the axe, Superstash. We already found out that you're Admiral Bobbery. Humph, what poppycock. Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator and you want me to do the job, hmm? So sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall set upon the sea, nevermore.
I mean, you're still wearing the hat, so I don't think you've given it up that much.
Oh. You have to come along. Only you can get us safely to Keelhaul Key. Awfully sorry, dear fellows, but when I say no, what I mean is no.
In capital letters.
What's the next move, Chief? This salty dude is going nowhere fast. I can't figure this guy out. What's his beef with the ocean, anyway?
I'm gonna wrestle it.
Know what we ought to do? Go find someone who knows what this dude's deal is. Well, the bartender knew his name, so...
Bartender, that's the word I've been looking for.
What the hell were you thinking of?
I just kept saying Tavern Master.
Drink guy.
Yeah.
You say Bobbery won't go to see her? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water?
We kinda need him.
Oh, is that it? Now I see, you want to mount an expedition to Keelhaul Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not old Bobbery, though. The fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually.
It is actually really sad.
You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you, if you really want me to. No, I hate sad stories.
Game over.
In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty known as Scarlett. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. I've only just now noticed that drawing on the box to the right.
I couldn't tell you if that was there in the original. It seems like it would be too pixelated to notice.
Scarlett never complained though, and she always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He only loved Scarlett truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good, for a time. But not all things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlett fell ill. A virus? A passing cold? No one knew. But it soon turned serious.
I guess Rogueport winters are pretty rough.
By the time he returned, Scarlett had succumbed. She was gone.
And no one had a life stream around.
Really? My loving wife perished because of me, thought Bobbery. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep.
Is that better or worse than blaming the rest of the townspeople for not doing anything? Because he could have done that.
I guess they could, but it's not their responsibility.
I suppose.
You all know his tale now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea? Don't really have a choice, dude.
Yeah, unfortunately, the fate of the world kind of trumps in this one.
You got an old letter. The letter Scarlett wrote to Bobbery just before she departed. 4 kids ass censor.
She didn't depart on a ship.
I guess she could have, in a way.
Yeah, I suppose. River Styx and all that.
He said dying there, and death was explicitly said there. But when I saw Bobbery in misery trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since.
I don't really understand this at all. The one thing that would have saved Bobbery from his misery is this letter, and the guy couldn't bring himself to hand it over. It's a little weird.
Well, it's like, do you want to make the dude feel worse?
I guess. I mean, obviously I'm a spectator in the situation and not the person doing the thing, so I can't speak as if I were the one doing it, but from the outside it definitely seems like, man, you screwed this whole thing up by doing this.
Well, yeah, but it's also like every day that passes it gets harder to tell the secret, you know?
Yeah, this is true.
What? Oh, by Blabberton's beard, not you again.
It's funnier because we came here an extra time.
Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlet! This is Scarlet's handwriting!
Which is weird because she didn't have hands.
Guess she dictated it. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out at sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. A thousand pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please?
Yeah, I think he deserves it. Back sprite.
Gonzalez, what is death? I'll tell you later. Yes, love. I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Ah. Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe? Bound for Keelhaul Key?
Oh, yeah.
Harumph! If you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off.
Yeah.
Admiral Bobbery! Yeah, let's fucking go! The ship's in the harbour. I must expect her before we leave. I shall meet you there.
Do you think it would be rude to check the back room now?
I'm doing it anyway.
Oh, I forgot there was a shine sprite back here.
I was gonna say. Now, I don't want to cast aspersions, but nowhere in that letter did it basically say that Scarlet was also a bomb.
This is true, actually.
Like, was he married to a Goomba? A Koopa Trooper?
There are red-shelled Koopa Troopas.
There are indeed. Hello. Let's see what you've got before we head out. Oh, this is alright. I'm not going to wear it, but it's cool.
Yeah, nothing else on there was really that great. Mega Rush is awesome if you can stay at 1 HP, but that's really hard to do.
Okay, so we have... Oh wow, I have put that at the exact right time. Something from Petuni. Come back and play with me. Egg. What are you trying to say, Petuni?
For real, though.
No, but seriously, if you go back and like talk to her, she has a quiz for you, and she can give you the egg as like a prize.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't know about the quiz.
Yeah.
A lot of quizzes in these games.
Ah, there's Bobbery. Ah, the smell of the sea. I'd forgotten how sweet a scent it can be.
It's like 10 feet from your house, my dude. You could probably smell it from your back door.
I knew you could get Bobbery on board, you wonderful mustached man, you. To you, I must say, ahoy. I was wise to choose you as captain. Ahoy to me as well. My men have already loaded our cargo and supplies, yes. Preparations are complete. If you have no errands, we can depart at once. What do you say? Shall we set sail?
This is a point of no return for this chapter.
Let's go. And romance and money, our destination is Dread Keelhaul Key. Wait up.
Oh yeah, make sure you get on board before we leave.
Gotta go. Dreaming. Speaking of, as we record this chapter, they are underway filming Season 2 of the Netflix One Piece show.
I never watched Season 1, but I did hear good things.
Roger, rating you 5 by. Infiltration is successful. X-Naught Black aboard vessel. Repeat, X-Naught Black is on board the vessel.
In case there was any wonder about who the guy with the goggles is.
Yeah. The key to pirates.
I feel like they kind of checked out for that chapter title. It didn't do much with that one.
You said that about the last one, but it was named after famous literature.
I guess. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I'm just rude. I don't know.
Why is the Thunder Badge on the flag? Never mind. Month, star, day, X0. Over the protests of my crew, the SS Flavio has set sail. Don't mind me as I switch accents mid-thing. Is this voyage as reckless as they say? Ah, I must scoff. Flavio will show them guts.
That's a pretty fast day-night cycle, though.
Really? Month, star, day, XX. Another day of good wind. White clouds, they dazzle me. It is as if they are blessing our voyage. Flavio thanks them most heartily.
I wonder how effective paper is as a sail. Probably not very.
Is the wind also paper? No, that can't be.
Huh.
At this speed, we should reach our destination by tomorrow's sunrise.
And nothing bad will happen.
Oh, God bless. Skull Captain casts his gaze, red jewel shines and plays, boom bassa boom festival.
Remember this.
Blue Stash's belly 4 times is whacked, so let's hear those fireworks go boom. And so on.
Yes. There's a thing you need for a puzzle later on in that song.
I'm paid to talk, not sing, and I can barely talk. Nothing to fear, no. The island is right before our eyes. Do you not see it? It is a mountain of treasure. Oh ho ho! I feel fabulous. Shall I tell you one of my many tales of raw bravery? No, it is no trouble at all. There I was, locked in deadly combat with a sea serpent.
And so he goes.
Great, he started again. A tale of bravery, right? I heard this one yesterday. There's nowhere to escape to. We just have to listen until he's finished.
Can't go below deck or anything?
What's going on here? The ship's stopping. Oi, Master Flavio, awful sorry to interrupt that wicked story. But the ship stopped. Stopped, you say to me, after interrupting a story of passion and fury? Well, it is your job to keep the ship moving, yes? So take care of it. I see no issue with the ship itself, and I assure you, I am not so rusty a sailor that I would miss it. I'll investigate right quick. Wait a tick.
Surely nothing bad will happen, again I say. I love that he snaps back and forth.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Just wait a goober stomping moment, you scallywags. Oh boy. Oi, quit shoving here. I'm working over here. I said quit shoving.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm bombing here. Arg! Oh, so scary he dropped his accent. They're here! What is this ruckus now? Who is here? Will someone tell me what is going on? Ooh, I'm a spooky ghost. They're upon us, the pirate ghosts! All them rumours were true! What do we do? We gotta get out of here! Ag! Do not panic yourselves. This is just a dream that we are all having. Awake.
Weird that I don't see Mario's partner out in this cutscene. They must just be hidden for this one.
I guess it assumes that Bobbery is the partner.
Well, he's not joined our party yet, so he can't be.
True. Are you truly the Savage Pirate King? Aye, help me! Buck up now, everyone. Remain civilized. Relax. Don't panic. Relax, 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 I say. You simply must take it easy. What? Oh, fuck.
We're working in 3 dimensions now, boys.
Ah, shit! I'm not too sad about that one going overboard.
The Toad's pretty rough, though.
Abandoned ship, every rich marvelous merchant for himself.
There's only one of those on the boat, though.
Ah, fuck. He said he had an entire fleet, so I'm not too worried.
He could have brought the fleet with him for this one.